Professor BumbleWeed here. Today's topic, the International Space Station, aka teamwork in orbit, which already sounds suspicious. In a few minutes, this explains how the ISS begins, what it runs right now, and how the whole thing wraps up. It stays fun, and it stays accurate. The ISS begins with an unusual idea. Rivals share one address. Instead of separate stations, multiple agencies combine budgets, launches, and brain power. The first elements go up in 1998, and the station grows from there. It sounds simple, which is exactly how you know it is not. The ISS becomes massive through non-stop assembly, one module at a time, one careful docking at a time. Crews and robots move parts, connect power and cooling, and unfold solar arrays the size of flying billboards. The station stays inhabited from 2000 onward, turning construction zone into home, which is a bold choice in space. The ISS is not a satellite with a good attitude. It is a full-on orbital facility. It stays in low Earth orbit, circles Earth about every 90 minutes, and carries labs, life support, docking ports, and windows for staring dramatically at Earth. With solar arrays stretched out, the whole thing spans roughly a football field. Casual. Keeping humans alive on the ISS takes constant system management. Air circulation, CO2 removal, and water recycling. Solar arrays feed power into everything, from computers to lights. Astronauts float room to room, strapped down for sleep, and secure every object like it owes rent. Regular cargo visits deliver food, experiments, and spare parts, because improvise in space is overrated. The ISS exists for experiments that gravity ruins on Earth. In microgravity, liquids do not settle the same way, heat moves differently, and flames act like polite little glowing balls. That makes the station a rare lab for studying materials, chemistry, and physics. The payoff shows up as improved tech and research methods back on Earth, despite the station being very far away. Space does not politely ignore the human body. On the ISS, microgravity leads to muscle loss and bone density loss, plus fluid shifts and radiation risks. So the crew follows strict exercise routines and scientists monitor health in detail. This research supports safer long stays in space and improves understanding of issues like bone loss and muscle wasting on Earth. Fun, right? Running the ISS is like running a house, a lab, and a server room at the same time. Astronauts do research, fix systems, and keep everything organized so tools do not float away forever. Meals are practical and contained because crumbs are an orbital menace. A big chunk of each day goes to exercise, keeping bodies strong in microgravity. Keeping the ISS running requires constant deliveries and repairs. Cargo spacecraft bring food, experiments, and spare parts, then dock or get captured by robotic arms. Sometimes astronauts go outside on spacewalks to replace hardware, like the world's most stressful maintenance job. Trash also leaves on cargo vehicles and burns up on re-entry, because space does not include curbside pickup. Eventually, the ISS reaches the retire this thing phase. Agencies keep it operating through 2030, but the plan focuses on a controlled deorbit. A dedicated vehicle attaches and provides the pushes needed to lower the orbit. Most of the station burns up during atmospheric re-entry, aimed over a remote ocean area. Space gets a tidy cleanup for once. The ISS era also sparks a handoff to newer platforms. NASA supports a shift toward commercially owned stations in low Earth orbit, where research and crews keep flying without one single megastation doing everything. The idea is multiple destinations, more competition, and more flexibility. Basically, the same science, less one giant object to maintain forever. Thanks for hanging out in orbit with me. If the International Space Station feels clear now, leave a like so the channel learns what actually interests people. It is the simplest signal. More likes means more of this kind of topic. Fewer likes means I talk to an empty universe. Tragic? Really? If a topic nags at you, black holes, rockets, weird planets, put it in the comments. Suggestions feed the next animations, and yes, that matters more than dramatic staring into space. When no one asks for anything, the production team has nothing to build, and I just stand here being mysterious. Nobody wins. Catch you later.